Welcome to a very unorthodox Thundercast here. We are usually not having a Thundercast a day after I had one yesterday. I had one yesterday with Tyler Day. That was awesome. This one here is a little bit interesting. I wasn't gonna do this. Tonight was supposed to be the Quaker Arrow show that got postponed to tomorrow. So we're just gonna run through some potential guests for the Thundercast. We're gonna run through some coaching changes too, and we're gonna talk about baseball and softball because baseball and softball season is coming up, and of course talk about regionals. So let's dive right in. Actually, let's dive right into a very big coaching change. It was an, I mean, I had the feeling. Not the feeling, but I've known since Monday that this was happening. But yesterday it was announced Andy Weaver, head coach of the Plainfield boys basketball team, has stepped down and retired from coaching. He is done coaching after 14 years in Plainfield. Started out at Pioneer and Western, and he was very successful there. And he ended up with only one sectional with Plainfield. And the main reason why the early seasons at Plainfield, Plainfield didn't have a good team then. But then once they started to get talent, Plainfield was a really top team. And the only reason why Weaver only got one sectional, is not because of competition, not because of the conference, it's because of how tough our sectional was. We've had the Terre Hautes in our sectional, and just this year, Plainfield lost by 3 to Pike, and Pike is a top 3 team. So yeah, I just wanted to say a huge congrats to Andy Weaver on such a great season. On such a great Plainfield season and a great storied career for him. I do have to say that working for him as a team manager, that I can say that actually helped me out. Okay, let me tell you too. In the future, next Monday, I have a meeting with Mooresville baseball head coach Eric Magea. There's a chance if I am actually going to be helping out with Mooresville. So you can see the Plainfield sub behind me, right? Yeah, that that's all gonna be changing to Mooresville. I can tell you, I'm changing my colors to Mooresville. Like I'm like the red pride stuff behind me, that's gonna be gone. That's gonna be Mooresville stuff. So, I mean, again, I don't know if I'm gonna be volunteering. There's a there's a really good chance I might be volunteering for baseball, and I will let you know. And I will probably let you know next week on the Quaker Arrow show or the Thundercast. I may have a singular Thundercast next week because I don't know who's going to be joining. But next week too, Quaker Arrow Show. It's me, Cap Ellett, and potentially someone from Linton Stockton, either Grace Llewellyn, one of the football managers there, or the Paul Oliver, great basketball guy and great football player. Uh, this past weekend, I went to North Knox. I went to Surprise Cap. Yeah, see, I went to go Surprise Cap at North Knox. I watched Linton and Sullivan play in the sectional championship. That was a good sectional championship. Both teams were fantastic. I won't get into my regional predictions up until tomorrow because tomorrow it's going because of course tomorrow's a Quaker Arrow show with me and Cap. So we will be going over the sectional games and probably going into this sectional champion. The regional game. Now, okay, here we go. So for let's see here for this weekend, there are some good games. We have Lawrence Central, not Lawrence North, Lawrence Central playing Decatur Central. Are you wondering why I said Lawrence Central? Yeah, because Lawrence Central put belt to Lawrence North in the fourth quarter of that game. I have no clue what happened to Lawrence North. It was just a huge, like it was just Lawrence Central dominating that performance. dominating that game. Like, I was completely shocked. Like to see that. Um, yeah, yeah. And then huge upset up north in Class of 4A. I mean, to me, it's not an upset because I knew it was going to happen. Because I had that feeling that they were going to lose in sectionals. Fishers, number one, Fishers has officially lost. They have lost to Carmel, and Carmel will be playing Fort Wayne Snyder. Snyder will be getting belt by Carmel. Carmel will be moving on to the semifinal. To semi-state. That's not a question. So the last Quicker Arrow show, me, Cap, and Isaac said we're on, and I'm going to say something too. Like one of the, I do have to say the main underdog in Class of 4A is Terre Haute North. Terre Haute North is the underdog for Class of 4A. I mean, do not count them out. If they play together, if they play strong, and they have the right mentality, Terre Haute North could make it to state. They most likely will not because again it's Terre Haute North. I mean, Terre Haute North. Don't get me wrong; they are a great team with Brady Kloppenstein, Tyler Wren, Cam Fennell, and Gavin Wolfley, and they're even head coached by Todd Wolfley. Like that team is a really good team. Like, don't get me wrong; they are all put together, but they don't play well on the road. Like they lost to North Central early in the year. They barely beat Evansville North at Evansville North. And then sectional championship versus Bloomington South. Bloomington South kept up with them. I mean, yes, Darrow North won, but it was a very low scoring game. But yeah, on to girls basketball. I do want to give a huge shout out to Center Grove. Center Grove, in my opinion, was one of the worst undefeated teams I've seen. I mean, yes, they were still a really good team, but they just got really lucky. There were some really lucky wins. Like they barely beat us, Plainfield, and Plainfield got knocked out in the sectional championship. Like Plainfield could have kept up with Center Grove. Still probably would have lost to like Lawrence Central. And speaking of Lawrence Central, Center Grove, that game was close too. But yeah, baseball softball season is coming up, folks. I mean, it's right around the corner. Plainfield baseball, Plainfield softball, Mooresville baseball, and all those. Um, Again, I do want to say every mid-state team except Greenwood's going to have turf this year for baseball and softball. I really cannot wait, like to see some of the new fields. Like I got pictures today from Drew Dalton. Uh, like I got to see the new Decatur field. I mean, it's a whole brand new baseball field. Not talking about turf, but they had a huge. I mean, they had. Okay, I can't talk. But they had a huge plot of land behind their old baseball field with grass, and they just built over that. Like they just built a brand new baseball stadium, to be honest, and it looks really nice, and the turf looks really good. Looks really good. Talk about really good. I think in my mind, this might come out as controversial. The best turf in the Mid-State Conference has to be Whiteland. I looked at their turf field again today. It, like off of Twitter, I do have to say, Whiteland turf field looks really good. I mean, they have their main Whiteland logo behind home plate, and then in center field, they have just the outline of a W, a big W. It looks really good. It, when, of course, on the baselines, it says Whiteland and the Warriors. I mean, that's what every team has. I mean, but it looks really, really good. Um, okay, enough of turf. Let's go and talk about some weird scheduling. Plainfield scheduled Lafayette Central Catholic for baseball. that is the last game of the regular season. Sullivan. Sullivan has to travel to Danville for a doubleheader. Good news is it's on a Saturday. I, I mean, I get why they're doing it. I just don't know. I get in my mind why they're doing it. I also just don't know why they're actually doing it. It's Sullivan going to Danville, and it's a 1 year contract. I think. I think they're only scheduling each other only this year. Like, I do not know why they're doing that, but they schedule each other. Why? Again, like I said, I don't know. Um, yeah, I can't wait like to see what Sullivan does this year. Like Sullivan baseball should be good, and a huge shout out to the manager once again, Zach Ellett, dude. Dude, Sullivan baseball should be decent. It should be decent this year. Um, okay, my mid-state. Okay, my top. Yeah, actually, yeah. Let's do the top 8. Let's rank the mid-state teams for both baseball and softball. In baseball, coming in number 1, it's Franklin Community. Number 2, it's Plainfield. Number 3, it's going to be Mooresville. Number 4, I'm gonna have to say Whiteland. Number 5, I have Decatur Central. Number 6, I have Perry Meridian. Number 7, I have Greenwood. And dead last, because they're likely going to be winless again this year, I have Martinsville. For softball, coming in at number 1, we have Plainfield Quakers. Number 2, number 2, I don't know. I'm going to say Franklin at number 2, Decatur at number 3, Mooresville at number 4, Greenwood at 5, Perry Meridian at 6, Martinsville at 7, and then Whiteland at 8. I don't know how good Whiteland is at softball, so that's why I'm just putting them at 8. Like, like I can tell you, I will do these rankings again probably, but now may I remind you. Now, may I tell you, I was just like thinking out of my head there. Like, I don't know, but I do know for a fact it's gonna be tough to beat Franklin in baseball. Franklin baseball is going to be really tough this year. Like, yes, they did lose some guys, but they're gonna be really tough. Like they're a really tough team to beat, and they will be once again this year. Like they easily won mid-state last year. They destroyed Mooresville twice last year at Mooresville too. But but again, Franklin Community, their baseball team will be good. They might struggle early on because I did get word from Grayson Betts, one of their star players, that yes, they are getting turf, but they will be able to play on it like for another 2 to 3 weeks. Why? Well, because they decided to put in the turf now instead of earlier, like Whiteland. Whiteland put in their turf before winter. Franklin's putting in their turf right as the season is starting. You see the major problem with that? I do. I just don't know why they started on it. And that's the same with softball. Like there's softball program too. I don't know why they're doing it. But now before we get off of here, I do want to give a huge shout out to Plainfield, like the Plainfield facilities for hosting such a great sectional 11. We saw Brownsburg barely beat Avon in game 1. Plainfield in a sold out crowd, the first ever sold out crowd for a basketball game at Plainfield High School, Plainfield versus Pike. Plainfield lost by 3. Still a really good game. Brownsburg, their Cinderella run continued as they beat Ben Davis for the second year in a row that Friday night. It wasn't as packed, but it was still really good. And then of course that Saturday, Pike beat Brownsburg to win Section 11. Still. Of course I didn't go. I was at North Knox, but it was still a decent score. Like I completely forgot the score, but it was close. The score was close like for the first half, and then Pike just pulled away because it's Pike. But yeah. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see the other coaching changes. I can't wait to see everything that's going to be happening. So, folks, that will do it for today's very weird episode of the Thundercast. And tomorrow, make sure you stay tuned, as tomorrow we have the Quaker Arrow Show. Well, thanks for watching, folks.